Hello and welcome to today's class. This quick yoga class is there to help you unwind, calm your mind, and stretch your body. Whether it's the start, middle, or end of your day, this time is to connect with yourself and letting go of tension. As always, I recommend to have some props ready, but it's not necessary. So let's begin seated with a tall spine and your hands resting gently on your knees, closing your eyes, and take 3 deep breaths. Inhale fully and exhale completely. Inhale fully and exhale completely, either through the nose or through your mouth. And one more time, inhale fully and exhale completely, meeting yourself where you are today and accepting that that is okay. And let us start with a seated side stretch, bringing your right hand to the mat beside you. And inhale, sweep your left arm up and over, keeping your shoulders away from the ears, your left hip grounded, and only move as far as comfortable and breathable, holding for a few breaths. And side stretching poses lengthen the muscle between the ribs and the pelvis, including parts of the lower back, and open the sides of the rib cage, improving rib cage mobility and the expansiveness of the lungs, which makes breathing easier in all situations. And release and switch sides, bringing your left hand on the floor. And inhale, sweep your right arm up and over, feeling your hands move through space and relaxing your shoulders away from the ears while keeping your right hip grounded. And again, holding for a few breaths. And release, come back to center. And from here I invite you to make your way into an all fours with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And on your inhale, arch your back, lift your head and tailbone for cow. And on your exhale, round your spine, tucking your chin and your pelvis for cat. And flow through this a few times, moving with your breath to awaken your spine. Inhale to arch and exhale to round, connecting your breath to movement, anchoring you in the present moment. And finish your last round and come into stillness. And tucking your toes, lifting your hips and press back into a down dog, spreading your fingers wide and gently pedal your heels to stretch your hamstrings and calves. Taking deep breaths in and sighing out if that feels good. And repeat for a couple more breaths. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. And come into stillness. And on your next inhale, step your right foot forward in between your hands and lower your left knee to the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up, and exhale as you lean slightly to the right to stretch your side body. feeling the length from your hip to your fingertips. And again, relaxing your shoulders away from your ears, focusing on your breath and keeping your face relaxed. And reach your arms up towards the sky. And on your next inhale, bring your hands towards the floor, stepping your right foot back into a down dog. Again, pedaling the feet and pressing the floor away. And again, come into stillness. And on your next inhale, step your left foot forward in between your hands and lower your left knee to the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up, and exhale as you lean slightly to the left to stretch your side body. And again, bringing your attention back to the breath and focus on rooting down while reaching to the side. And great job, bringing your hands back on the mat and stepping your left foot back into a downward facing dog, pedaling your feet one more time. And then on your next inhale, bringing your knees to the floor and sit back into a child's pose. And start to reach your hands towards the right corner of your mat without moving your lower body. Stay true to your own center and breathe. And then switch sides, walk your hands towards the left center of your mat. And if your mind starts to wander, which minds do, bring it back with compassion to either your breath, sensations in your body, or sounds in your environment. Take a last deep breath. And then start to walk your hands back to the center and stretch one more time before slowly walking your hands back to your body and come to sit on your sit bones and sweeping your legs forward, extending them in front of you hip width or wider, preparing for seated forward fold Paschimottanasana. So inhale, arms overhead and lengthen your spine. And exhale, fold forward from the hips, reaching for your feet, your ankles, or your shins. And you can round your spine, letting your body relax into the stretch. And again, meeting yourself where you are today without any judgment. Take a last couple of deep breaths. And on your next breath in, really slowly roll up and make your way in a mindful way on your back, aware of every movement and contact with you and the floor. And then laying on your back and cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Thread your hands behind your left thigh for a spine figure 4 stretch and gently pull it in towards your chest, stretching the hips, holding for a few breaths. And then release and switch sides, placing your left ankle over your right thigh and gently pulling it towards your chest, keeping your hips square, and imagine your left knee pushing away from you. Observe the breath. Observe how this feels in your body. And release. Extend your legs out long and let your arms rest by your sides for a brief shavasana, closing your eyes and taking a moment to feel the effects of this short practice in your body, allowing your breath to return to its natural rhythm and let your body absorb the stretches and calmness that you've created. And let us end with a story on inner peace. Once there was an old wise mountain that has stood for thousands of years. It has seen gentle rains and fierce storms, the warmth of the sun and the chill of winter snow. And no matter what came its way, the mountain remained grounded, strong, and calm. And one day a small bird sought refuge from a raging storm, and it landed on the mountain, trembling with fear. And the bird cried out, "Mountain, how do you remain so steady while the wind howls and the rain pours? Aren't you afraid of being broken apart?" And the mountain replied, "Little one, I cannot stop the storm, but I do not fight it either. I let the wind pass over me, the rain flow down my slopes, and the snow settle until it melts. The storm is only temporary. My strength comes from knowing that it will pass, and I will be here, whole and at peace." And hearing this, the bird felt a deep sense of calm. It tucked itself into a small crevice of the mountain and let the storm rage on, knowing that it too would pass. And when you're ready, bring gentle movements back into your body. And then roll to one side. And keeping your eyes closed, gently press yourself up into a seated position and bringing your palms together at heart center. I want to thank you for joining me today and reminding you that even a quick practice can make a big difference in how you feel and show up in your day. And I hope you can take this sense of ease and calm with you. And if you enjoyed this practice, please like and share it with a friend. And the best way to support me is to subscribe to my channel. I truly appreciate every one of you. And as always, flow with love and peace.